There is a living silence, and there is a dead one. The silence that hung around the Northern Route gas station on the 100th mile of the road into the Alaskan interior was decidedly dead. Not the kind before a snowfall, but the kind after. When the snow has smothered everything, muffled every sound, and all that's left is a white, endless shroud stretched beneath a leaden sky. I stood at the counter, staring through the grimy window at the single pump. An old, red and white one, with peeling paint, and I'd walked to this scrap of civilization, or what was left of it. A diesel generator rumbled somewhere under the floor, providing light and a little heat. But the heat was fragile, skin deep. It didn't reach inside. Outside the glass, the thermometer read 45 below, and that was without the wind chill. The owner wasn't there, just a note on the counter. Gone for parts, money in the box, take what you need. Classic North Country trust. A chill ran down my spine, sharper than the cold outside, because the money box was empty. Nothing but cobwebs and a rusty hinge. Then the lights went out. The generator didn't sputter and die. It just stopped. The rumbling cut off mid-breath, and the dead silence rushed in, pressing against my eardrums. I froze. The darkness outside the window stopped being just darkness. It became solid, watchful. I found a flashlight behind the counter. Its yellow beam trembled, picking bags of salt, shelves of oil, and footprints. They were wet, melted snow. Or not quite melted. Something dark and viscous trailed from the impressions. At the pump, I lunged forward, pressing my forehead to the icy glass. Against the white snow, under the weak glow of an emergency light that for some reason was on at the pump, stood a figure. Tall, with disproportionately long arms. It was dressed in something dark, wet, form-fitting, like a second skin. Or maybe it was skin. Its face wasn't visible, just a black hollow. It didn't move, just stood there, staring at nothing. But I knew it was staring here, at me. I jerked back from the window, my heart hammering against my ribs. When I dared to look again, it was gone. Only, on the snow around the pump, a perfect circle was stamped, pure, as if burned in, and footprints, the same wet footprints. Now they led from the pump, straight to the store door. A creak, not loud, barely audible, like something heavy and wet leaned against the wood from the other side, against that very door where the first tracks ended. I retreated deeper, toward the counter. The flashlight beam caught the door handle. It slowly, a fraction of an inch, turned and stopped. The silence became absolute again, suffocating. I held my breath, and then, on the glass, from the outside, something began to trickle. Dark, thick rivulets, as if someone had dragged bloodied fingers across it. They dripped slowly, leisurely, tracing words on the grimy surface. Not letters, numbers. The price per gallon. Numbers that hadn't changed here in years. But now, they weren't written in paint. The door handle twitched again, harder. The latch began to give. And in that moment, the generator roared to life. The lights flickered and flooded the room with a harsh yellow glare. I gasped. When my eyes adjusted, I saw the rivulets on the glass were gone, as if they'd never been. I rushed to the window. No one. The snow was virgin clean. No tracks, no circle. Just the old pump creaking in the wind. My mind clung to logic. A hallucination from the cold, exhaustion, fear. But I knew the truth. I felt it. This station wasn't just abandoned. It was given to her. As payment. As an outpost between our world and something else. And the generator, this sentry, glitches from time to time. And then she comes out to check her territory, to stand by the pump, to look at the numbers, and to come in after whoever disturbed the silence.